Man, you can't be in a bad mood when Jimmy Bo Horn starts singing. I don't care what anybody says. He's still around. 74. We got to have some bureau chiefs down by where he is. Should be throwing this guy on the, what's that thing? iHeartRadio Music Festival. When we find him, put him on it. Mary, did you get the email about the, they do the contest for on-air personalities? That's us. And you can put a video together, and you might win a trip for the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
I did not see that.
Well, I mean, if...
A video of what?
Well, this is a way for us to start to get on social media and talk about the festival for people who haven't heard the incessant promos for it on the air. This is a way for the talent in the company to post videos talking about it so they get a lot of coverage on it, and then they give a trip to one person, right? It's a pretty good deal for them. You just create a video for Instagram telling people how they can get their tickets. And they point out in the email, there is no limit to how many posts you can do.
Oh.
Yeah.
How nice.
So I'm just saying, I don't want your sizzle reel to go to waste. Just work in some... God damn it.
What's your problem?
I was drinking one of my things here, and for some reason it, like, splooted out, out the top and onto my friggin' headphone bag.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
Oh, I guess it's time for Mary Santora and Bill to take over again.
Is it?
Well, you dry off your bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over.
Broadcast with a wet bag.
I'm gonna be over here drying off my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you guys.
Let's give the people what they want.
Time.
It's about damn time.
For the Mary Santora and Bill Show.
All right, we are back. And right now we are going to do a list because everybody loves our list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 5 things that Mary finds annoying about Bill. Mary, go.
1, everything.
It's a top 5 list. You're so bad at this.
Oh. 2, most things.
Well, you already. Oh, sorry.
You're supposed to count down 5 to 2.
Oh.
5 to 1. I'm sorry.
This is a disaster. You're supposed to count down 5 to 2. Number 5, the fact that his pool is his entire personality. Number 4, his general stench.
Stench?
Number 3. Number 3, the way his face looks. Number 2, the sounds that come out of his throat. Number 1, everything else.
Sure you
All
guys,
right.
Are you sure you guys are friends?
Yeah.
I mean, well, you want to hear my list of things? Mary, you want my list?
Sure.
Things that I find, what was the list?
Annoying
Things that annoy
about
you?
me.
The top 5 things that annoy me about Mary Santora? None. Yeah, I have no list because I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Doesn't seem like it.
I don't have to like you because you're my friend.
Let's give the people what they want.
Time.
It's about damn time.
For the Mary Santora and Bill Show.
All right. Well, another killer episode of that show. Bill just couldn't be sweeter. And you.
We play our roles,
real.
you know. We play our roles.
Wow.
I'm the sweet, lovable one. Mary's the cold-hearted bitch.
Look what happened to my headphone bag, though. Look at this. See my headphone bag?
Yeah.
You know who that is, Mary?
What?
It's Jack Black
From Nacho
from
Libre.
the movie Nacho Libre. And now there's a chocolate stain from my protein shake underneath his arm. I have used this. You can see the stitches I put into it. This has been my headphone bag for almost 20 years.
I love that movie.
This was part of when I did a junket for Nacho Libre, we had big swag bags. And so this had a bunch of stuff in it, and it was, but I used it as my headphone bag. And I've used it. That movie came out almost 20 years ago. And I've used it ever since, and this thing is really, really beat up. but now it's got a chocolate stain on it. And I don't know. You think that's a signal that I should switch it out, that I should get rid of it for good? I'm not a superstitious person, but I've held on to a lot of things gesundheit.
I think it's better.
Are you all right there?
Yeah.
Is all that
I'm gonna
nasty
need a new
stuff you said
co-host.
about Bill coming back to haunt you now? Is it getting are all of your insults getting stuck in your throat?
No,
Oh.
they didn't get stuck. They came out just fine.
All right.
I like it.
Would you
when
like to apologize to him?
I'm sorry.
On your show, I mean.
I'm sorry. If
Oh,
what I,
Let's give the people what they want.
Time
It's about damn time.
for the Mary Santora and Bill Show.
Hey, welcome to Apology Corner with Mary and Bill. Mary has been a little hard on me, so I think she's got something she'd like to say to me.
I'm sorry if the things and the truth that I spoke made you feel weird.
Boy, where'd you learn to apologize? Alan Cox? Ah! All right, we're back. This is the Alan Cox Show.
We're back. Yeah, we're back, baby. Go ahead. What were you saying, Mary, before you interrupted yourself?
That I like when things you've had a long time have like stains or wear and tear or things.
Yeah, because you'll remember that.
Like a lover?
It's like, yeah,
Sure.
you'll remember the moment that you got that chocolate stain on your headphone bag. You'll be like, oh, that was
remember
July
this?
17th, 2004. And Rocky wanted Mary and Bill to usurp my power.
Usurp. Yeah.
And it got me so upset that I frantically tried to drink my chocolate protein shake.
Well, no,
and
I-
I spilled upon my headphone bag.
I don't know what happened. If I put the cap on and air popped out or something, it splooted. I don't know.
It's blue.
What happened?
You're just a mess, dude. You're just a comically clumsy mess.
You might be right, except I'm not traditionally clumsy.
You're so
Now
clumsy.
you got a new role. You're the sidekick on the Mary Santora and Bill show. So you're just like the goofy sidekick that's spilling things.
Oh, no, I spilled my drink over water.
Oh,
What happened?
here comes Clumsy Alan.
No.
Clumsy Cox is in the building.
Come on, yeah, so I have that, and then I still have a mug that I've had for probably 30 years.
Mug root beer? Diet mug root
No,
beer?
no. It's a buddy of mine was in a film 30 or so years ago, and he gave me this mug that the movie's called Threesome, and so the mug has 3 handles on it.
Is that the movie with Stephen Baldwin?
Yeah.
Who was the other dude in
Josh
that?
Charles is a friend of mine. He was in it. Yeah, it was him and Lara Flynn Boyle and Stephen Baldwin. And he gave me the Threesome mug, and for a long time I would keep my pens in it or whatever. It's still in my locker. It's just over the years, it's been dropped a couple of times, and so I have crazy glued the handles on and blah, blah, blah. So between that and this, those are really two. I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm sentimental about them, but I have had these 2 things for a long time. I've had this thing for a long time, too. They still make them. These dumb little noise things. I only use one of the buttons on it. I just use the little cash register thing. But I've had this thing for 100 years, too. So there's just a handful of things that I've held on to. But now, at the end of the show, when I go to put my headphones back in the headphone bag, and there's a new addition to it in the form of a chocolate stain, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, right?
No, it gives a little character.
Character.
Mhm.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Let me give you money here. It's $1,000. A chance for you to get yourself a cash from the Buzzard bookie. Second to last chance to get it today. So listen closely and good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Green. That's green. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Is this Nacho Libre that you sent me?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite scenes.
Where's your rope, Ignacio?
It was stinky, but these are my recreation clothes.
They look expensive.
Thank you. I mean, yes, they may have the appearance of riches, but beneath the clothes, we find a man. And beneath the man, we find his nucleus.
Nucleus?
Well, listen, it's nothing that's
the butt flex and
Yeah.
nucleus.
it's nothing that's going to convert Mary over to Jack Black.
Not trying to.
Absolutely not.
Nacho Libre is a very divisive movie. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between with Nacho Libre. I loved it. But I fully understand the people who are like, that thing sucks. But it made money. It was a hit.
I loved it. I think it's a hilarious movie. And I think it's interesting that you dislike Napoleon Dynamite so much, but enjoy Nacho Libre.
Why? Because of Jared Hess?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite did not hit me where it hit everybody else.
I was like 13, so it was perfect for me.
Yeah, I was like fresh back from my Mormon mission.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Whoa.
Well, what?
I was trying to do a little prep for the Mary Santora and Bill show.
Still?
And not a lot of things that I get. The thing that I was looking up was got some words you can't say on the radio, you know?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alan, Jack Black looks like a visible fart.
Okay.
Huh. Well, that is one of the more creative ways I've heard anyone described. Alan, to be honest, clumsy cocks is hot. Oh, yeah? Oh. Because I'm so buttoned up the rest of the time? Is that why? Because I don't spill things, Mary?
Take your hair down. Show who you really are.
Take off the mask. Allie just purchased 2 tickets to Captain Fun's Floating Fandango, and I cannot wait. It's my first time going, and I've wanted to go for a long time. This is what I like to hear. This is why, with the bigger boat, I absolutely wanted to offer people the option of buying the tickets. Because people haven't gone. They're like, I couldn't win.
Now your fate's in your own hands.
There you go. Butt chug competition, TBD. See if we can work on that. Because in years past, we've had beer sponsors for the cruise. This year, it's presented by Circle K. Very happy about that. Circle
they sell
K,
beer there.
They have beer, and they also have a wide array of beverages.
Yeah. Do a Polar Pop butt chug.
Stays cold longer than what you've got.
There you go.
Chug
Yep.
your butt up, Polar Pop.
That's right. So you choose the size,
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there.
Ice is free.
They got that good ice, too.
Crumbly ice.
Yeah.
Crumbly ice is good.
Crushed.
Crushed ice. Crumbly ice.
But it's like, it's not even just like crushed, but it's like it's almost like pellets.
There's a little pellets,
Yeah.
ice pellets, yeah. Susan is our bureau chief in Niceville, Florida, and she emailed me. I experienced the exact scenario that Mary was talking about yesterday about Trump. My husband's friend was never a Trump fan. He was planning to vote independently, as he did the last couple of elections, but now he thinks he will vote for Trump because of how he, quote, handled getting shot. The fist pump and the fight attitude impressed him. WTF is what Susan says. See, I think that I think that's.
Anecdotal evidence.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't believe someone who says, well, this is what it took to get me off the fence.
Why?
I don't, because I think people still have their minds made up.
I disagree.
I know you do. I'm not saying everybody.
You give people too much credit, man.
I'm not giving anybody credit.
You're giving people enough credit that you think that they're researching.
No, you don't have to research.
You have to research.
You can, here's all I'm saying. You can know nothing about politics and still look at a guy who got shot and didn't die and not have that change your mind in his favor.
Okay, but if that's true, then the opposite is too.
Which is what?
That you can know nothing, look at a guy who got shot.
No, of course.
and
I'm
have
not
it
saying
change
this.
in your favor.
I'm not saying this doesn't happen. I'm saying that I think people are. It's like when people were surprised the first time Trump won because they're like, "What?" Like it came out of nowhere. Except what they didn't realize were so many people weren't verbally saying that they were going to vote for him. So that's when people say, and there's a lot of independent voters, but there are also a lot of people who call themselves independent voters because they don't want to show their hand. And so, again, Susan's down there in Florida. I'll take, that's her anecdote that supports what you were saying,
Also, why can't you be a flip-flopper? Why can't you vote Democrat one year and then you vote Republican the next?
And a lot of people have done that, but that was when there was less daylight between the two. Now, they're so diametrically opposed. They're so at complete opposite ends of the spectrum that you know exactly what you're getting. That's why I don't buy that there's this huge swath of people who are like, I don't know.
I don't think it's that they don't know. I think it's
that's what undecided means.
No, I don't think that's
literally what undecided means.
I get what you're saying from a definition point, from like a dictionary standpoint. I almost said biblical, but that's not. I've been arguing with my brothers for 3 hours. What you're saying from a dictionary standpoint, sure, undecided means I don't know. But I think it's more that people are like, I hate both of these options. I don't know. Not because I'm uninformed. I don't know because I know too much. I hate both sides of this. Nobody's doing anything right, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
I guess, but all I'm saying is each individual person knows what's important to them. And one of these guys is going to have what's important to you. Listen, am I in love with Joe Biden? No. Of course not. And they say they're going to get him out. You put who are they going to put in there? Kamala? Gretchen Whitmer, if there's a 2028 election, she'll run. Gretchen Whitmer could very easily be our first female president. I don't know. She's got the name for it. No, it's not like I'm, Trump fans, they got to put his head on Rambo's body. All that nonsense. There's no Biden fans like that. We don't worship the guy.
No, it's more like.
But it depends. All I'm saying is it comes down to what you think is important and what you believe. And one of these guys is going to be in line with what you think is valuable.
I think it's more like I want a steak. And then they're like, well, you can have a club sandwich or a bowl of oatmeal. And you're like, well, I don't want either of those.
Well, right.
What are you going to be hungry for in November? You're like, I don't know. Because I don't want either of those things.
So what you're saying is that undecided under that situation, undecided would lead to not voting.
Either not voting or being like, I guess I'll have.
I'll go with the charismatic one.
Yeah,
like at least it's got
the club
nutrition.
sandwich looks better. The club sandwich has a frilly toothpick.
I really wanted that steak though.
I did want the steak. I'm on record as wanting the steak. I've wanted the steak the whole time.
Frilly toothpick.
But I don't know what to tell you.
How I feel about frilly toothpicks. For them.
If you ain't fur, you're a get it.
Alan, I'm just telling you, bud. Maybe it's a generational thing or something, but I'm 29. A lot of people are going to vote for Trump because of this that I know. There's no question about it. The ones who have half the mind to get off their lazy butt and go vote, the majority are going to vote for them. While the majority of the minority may not be that great of a difference, there's still a difference. Stop being anal.
You say stop being anal? Mm-hmm. Yeah, stop being anal about the direction of the country. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I can't account for you and your dopey friends, but I mean,
But you should be. To make a blanket statement like this isn't gonna move the numbers. You should be accounting for dopey friends because that's who it's going to. Well,
let him do that. But I have no control over it either way.
But that's what I'm saying is though, like it is going to move the numbers for groups that you're not even thinking about. 22-year-old boys. That's who this is moving the numbers for. Girls who haven't experienced.
Girls with no uteruses. I got it.
No, what I was saying, when I was younger, I was staunchly Republican because my parents were, and that's how I was raised, and that's how.
No, I understand. That's the way my sister is. I know.
So against Obama and all that kind of stuff.
But that's just parroting what your parent. You don't know anything.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're going to vote, you still have to take those people into account.
No, I understand. Yeah, they're there. I get it.
I think that the whole point of yesterday's conversation was me saying that I think you think that's a much smaller group of people than it is.
I don't know how big it is. All I'm saying is I don't think it's as big as other people. I'm not saying I think it's smaller. I'm saying I don't think it's as big as some people would want you to think.
It's big enough to make a difference.
Well, you could be right. But it also falls in line with me where, it's like a lot of conservatives and Republicans for some reason, like, they think they're the only ones with guns. Take the gun argument, right? A lot of liberals have guns. A lot of them. So there's a misperception on both sides. So there's this notion that, like, people who are progressives are just going to be like, well, whatever. And that's not going to be the case.
In what sense?
Because they have the guy of all guys to vote against.
Yeah.
And that is a stronger vote than any other vote. Yeah,
Well, I was
there's a lot of
explaining
votes
that to my
for.
brothers.
There's a lot of votes against.
I was explaining that to my brothers.
A lot of people are in a bubble too, where they're like, well, everybody, because I hang out with people that mostly have the same views as me, and they're like, oh yeah, we're all gonna vote this way, and then there's not a
So
lot
you
of
think everybody is?
And people have lives to lead. They're not paying attention to
people-
everything.
No, that's what I'm saying.
and that's
the same
exactly
thing you are.
so people go, well, it seems like everybody I talk to, it's like when people say everybody I talk to thinks the show sucks without Pound Cake now, and but it's you're just living in that bubble. But when it comes down to
Right. Whereas I don't hear any of that from people.
Yeah.
So they're telling one person one thing, and I don't know. Here's what I'm saying. It's an amazing time to be alive. It's all very exciting. I don't care what you say. It's exciting. Fundamentally exciting. There's a lot of enthusiasm for whatever. Fortunately for us, we're not going to solve anything.
Well, it makes people want to vote.
Nor is it our charge. What's that?
If it's making people want to get out and vote, that matters.
Yes, I think engagement in any capacity is good. I will say that. Yep. I'm not telling people what to do, but they should do it. They should do something. All right. Let me break. I'll have Bush tickets for you later on, right? They're doing that Greatest Hits tour. They got Jerry Cantrell. They got Candlebox on the bill next month. I think it's August 13th. 35192. Text me for anything there. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show invites you